How much am I getting paid to share this information? A lot. A lot. I'm just kidding. I'm not getting paid anything. This is just real information. These are true stories. I don't know what exactly my brother is going to say, but I'm sure it's accurate. And here's how we'll prove the accuracy. I'm going to say the same thing. I haven't talked to him about this in a long time, but we both know it happened. We were both there. We were younger, but that doesn't mean we were stupider. We probably were a little bit, didn't know a lot of things. Didn't have a college education, hadn't graduated high school. But our senses were working. We could see, hear, taste, feel, smell. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but all right, here comes the story time. My brother and I would often not like to go to the store when my mom would go. So we would stay home, and we liked playing the N64, which was our only game system. So we were super excited this one night. Actually, it wasn't really this one night. I'm gonna restart. Restart, Gabe. Cut. Beep. My brother and I didn't like to go to the store often, so we would stay home. We would play the N64. The first time we heard a noise, it was something very simple. We were downstairs in our new addition to the house, which was kind of like added on a couple years after we had already lived there. And all we heard was a simple door open, door close, and then 3 footsteps. And the first time we were pretty freaked out because it definitely sounded like someone was coming in the front door, walked, 3 times, took 3 steps, and then nothing. So we ran upstairs, looked, nothing was there. This actually became such a common occurrence that we stopped even checking to see if someone was there when we were home alone. It almost always happened at nighttime, and it almost always happened when everyone was downstairs. We never really saw this happen when someone was upstairs. There was one time where our niece was freaking out. She pointed at the front door and it opened automatically. Weird. Something was up with that addition. Something was up with that front door. Anyway, the longer we stayed at home alone, it seemed like the worse the noises would get. This one night, we were at home for a few hours, just Gabe and I. We were downstairs playing video games, and we heard upstairs, the first thing, the door open, the door close, and 3 steps. No problem, happens all the time, Our friendly ghost who walks through the front door and takes 3 steps into our living room. So we kept playing video games. And then about an hour later, we heard it again, but it was a little bit different this time. The door opened, the door closed, and we heard 5 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we freaked out a little bit. We were checking to see if it was Mom. We called Mom, said, "Hey, are you still at the store?" She said, "Yes, I'm still at the store. I'll be home soon." No problem. Gabe and I were up a little bit late at this point. We were supposed to be asleep, and we definitely were not supposed to be playing video games. So about an hour later, we were still playing video games, and sorry, Mom, and we heard the garage door open. We both looked at each other. Mom's home. Put the console away as fast as we could, turned off the TV, ran into our bedroom to pretend we were going to sleep. Then we heard the door open. We heard Susanna's voice, our younger sister, and some bags rustling. And, we thought, you know what? We should probably go at least help them carry in the groceries. So we started running upstairs. On our way upstairs, Gabe looked at me and said, "What would you do if Mom wasn't here?" And I was just kind of like, yeah, right, that's impossible. We both looked at each other at the exact same time, turned off the video games as fast as we could because we knew we weren't supposed to be playing them. As we started coming upstairs, we noticed that there was no one in the house. We were like, okay, maybe she went back into the garage to get more groceries. We started walking through the mudroom to the garage, and we noticed that there was no one in the mudroom. We opened the garage door, and sure enough, there was no one in the garage, no car in the garage, and the garage door was closed. At this point, we were pretty freaking out, but we were so confident that we heard what we heard that we called Mom and we said, "Hey, Mom, what happened? Did you forget something at the store? Did you leave again?" And she said, "I don't know what you're talking about. We're just leaving the store now." At that point, we freaked out. We heard the little girl's voice. We heard the bags rustling, we heard the garage door open. We didn't know what to think. We ran into our rooms, we closed our doors, we locked our doors, and that was it. We were so freaked out. The weird part about all of this is that the young girl's voice, the young girl specifically, this young girl, seems to be in all of our haunted stories. From my mom's hearing the whisper, to the girl walking through, you know, with the groceries or whatever coming back from the store, to this one other instance where we would, our friends, can I restart that? When we were hanging out with our friends. I don't know what's happening with my brain today. I need more coffee. There, it's over here. Let's drink it. When our friends came over, we would like to go on these things called fog walks, which is late at night we would walk through the crops that were around our house, mostly soybean, because when there was corn, it was too tall to walk through. But when there was soybeans, we would like to go out, we would try to scare ourselves, you know, we'd try to like pretend we were seeing things or hearing things. This one time, however, me and my friend Katie heard a very distinct young girl scream. And it sounded like she was very close to us. It sounded like she was maybe like right next to us. We both looked at each other, freaked out, and just started sprinting home. No one else heard it, so I don't know why it was just me and Katie who heard it, but that was another instance of hearing the young girl. And then the last thing that kind of was freaky about the whole young girl thing is my brother used to have this dream, this recurring dream, where he would basically leave his body, zoom out of our bedroom, and like head towards this forest that was maybe like a half a mile away from our house, and zoom up to this log and hear this really creepy sound. And one day, you know, these dreams are getting so constant, we were like, all right, let's go to the woods, see if we can find this log, see if we can like try to resolve something on our own. And sure enough, like, we found the log. He followed where his dream would take him, and he found this log, and right behind the log was this mangled doll, this small like toy that a young girl would probably play with. So all of these things were kind of connected, and it was kind of creepy, and I'm not sure how to explain it. And I'm not like a superstitious person. I personally love being scared, so I love scary movies, I love all that kind of stuff. But this was like kind of the next level where I wasn't like totally comfortable about it. We did have a priest come by the house and we had it blessed just because we had a Catholic friend who said this would help, probably. And I'm pretty sure after the house was blessed, like, we didn't hear any more noises. We didn't like have any more weird things. So I don't know what that means. I don't know what I believe at this point, but I do believe in a spiritual realm. I believe in all of that stuff. So I don't know how that connects with ghosts. You know, spiritual beings, angels, demons versus like ghosts. I don't know how it works. I don't pretend to know. I'm not educated in this arena. I just have experiences, and it's kind of spooky. Perfect for Halloween. Anyway, so yeah, you probably all think I'm insane now, which is super fun. So if you want to, you know, hear more insane stories, just definitely subscribe to my brother's YouTube channel. You know, like if you like it, dislike if you dislike it, and turn on notifications if you think that ghosts are real and they're coming for you. Bye.